Beowulf's boasts heroic confidence or arrogant hubris? Let's find out, shall we? Part of the heroic code is to boast, but they had a much deeper meaning than just boasting, which I can't remember when I wrote this a long time ago, so we'll see if it comes up. If it doesn't, I'll mention it. Or were they just arrogant displays or something more profound? Let's find out, I guess. When we first encounter Beowulf, he comes off as an incredibly confident, maybe just a little bit cocky. He strides into Heorot basically telling everyone how awesome he is. But before we judge him by modern standards, let's remember the context. In Anglo-Saxon culture, boasting was a key part of the heroic code. It wasn't just about being loud, it had a very specific function. Think of it as an ancient version of LinkedIn. Oh my God. It was your CV, essentially. Your resume, if you're an American. Okay, so let's look at Beowulf's own words. When he arrives in Heorot, he says, when I was younger, I had great triumphs. My people supported my resolve to come here because of my awesome strength. He goes on to detail his monster slaying resume and makes a bold promise he'll fight Grendel hand to hand. Because Grendel doesn't like using weapons because he's a monster. So Beowulf says that he won't use weapons. So why all the boasting? Well, it serves several purposes, really. First, it was just to establish worth. It was your resume. It was your experience. I suppose if you were actually any good at it, everyone would know anyway, right? You had to demonstrate your achievements to earn respect and create expectations. Second, it was a boosting morale kind of thing. It's kind of a rousing speech. Pumping yourself up before a fight wasn't just a show, it was a way of preparing yourself mentally. Finally, Heorot's success reflected on his entire clan's reputation. So it was a collective effort here. So yeah, we are talking about a long time ago as well. So, and I think that they wanted people to know who they were. It was an advertisement, right? Some random dude turns up and fights monsters and disappears. You want to know who that fucking person is. But here's the critical part. Boasting came with enormous risk. And this is where we get to that heroic code thing I was talking about earlier. So the heroic code demanded that your words be backed up by action. Failure to deliver on your boast could lead to severe consequences. Yeah. Imagine walking into the King's Hall, bragging about your abilities and then getting completely wrecked by Grendel. If you didn't die, it would probably be worse. The shame would be unbearable, and in some cases, a failure could mean death. Here's another layer to consider. The concept of weird, or fate. I keep bringing weird up, but there we are. Anglo-Saxon culture recognised that fate played a significant role in human affairs. Excessive boasting could be seen as tempting fate or displaying hubris, excessive pride leading to downfall. So, was Beowulf walking the fine line? Was he confident? Was he arrogant? It's a question worth pondering. Maybe I should start boasting about all the videos I've made about Beowulf and how great I am at understanding this shit. Let me know in the comments if you think that boasting is justified, not just in these old poems and in the Anglo-Saxon heroic code and all that kind of shit, but now. Or is boasting seen as just arrogance and hubris? Ultimately, boasting wasn't just about empty words. It was a complex social and psychological tool that served to define identity, prepare warriors for battle, strengthen social bonds, and establish dominance. It was about being the one who does the boasting rather than being the subject of others' boasts. Sure. Yeah, no one wants to hear that someone's boasting about them losing a fight. That would not be great. Now, you might be thinking, okay, that's all well and good for Anglo-Saxons, but what does that have to do with us today? The truth is, we still see echoes of this kind of boasting in our own culture. Think about athletes giving pre-game interviews, politicians making campaign promises, or even how we present ourselves on social media. Social media is a fucking meme between what is actually on social media and real life. You're pretty much boasting about your life, but that's not actually how your life goes, right? Well, we're all in a sense trying to establish our own worth and create expectations. So the next time you encounter Beowulf's grand pronouncements, remember the context. They weren't just arrogant displays, but a reflection of a culture where reputation, action, and fate were fucking intertwined with each other. Beowulf's boasts were a window into the world where words had weight and heroes were expected to deliver on those promises, unlike today. World leaders, I'm looking at you. Social media influencers, I'm looking at you. Twats. Anyway, Happy Wednesdays. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not subscribed. Like the video if you like the video, and I'll see you on Friday. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's going to stay.